What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for something that I haven't made a video on in a very long time, and that is a quiz. I think it's been over a year since the last quiz video on the channel. If you're an OG subscriber, I'm talking like 2-3 years ago, then you would know we used to do these all the time, and I'm not really sure why I got away from uploading them consistently, but for some reason I felt like doing one today, so that's what we're gonna do. If you guys want me to bring back the quizzes consistently, then be sure to leave a like on this video. That's the best way to let me know that you enjoyed. I will also leave a link to this quiz at the top of the description in case you guys want to go and give this quiz a try for yourself before you watch me do it, and then you can come back to the video, let me know what your score was down below in the comments, and then watch me give it a shot. And fun fact, this is actually going to be the second quiz I did today because I already recorded the audio for an entirely different quiz, but I forgot to record my screen, and obviously I couldn't go back and do the quiz again because by that point I knew all the answers, so we had to choose a different quiz. And as you can see, that different quiz is every NHL team's longest tenured player, January 2023. So this quiz is relatively up to date. I'm sure maybe the games played could be off by a game or two, but this quiz was just made this month, so it should be pretty up to date. I do also want to apologize in advance. You're probably going to hear me take some breaths throughout this video because I usually edit those out and clip things together, but for a quiz I just want to do it all in one take so that way you guys know I'm not cheating, I'm not searching up answers. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and get this quiz started. It's going in alphabetical order, so we'll start off with the Anaheim Ducks. Obviously the first player that comes to mind is Ryan Getzlaf, but he's retired. The Ducks are a pretty young team, so they have a player with 849 games. It's not Adam Henrique. He definitely hasn't played for them that long because he spent some time with New Jersey. I don't think it's Jakob Silfverberg. Hampus Lindholm's obviously in Boston. Cam Fowler. There we go. Cam Fowler honestly doesn't feel like he's played 849 NHL games. I know he's been in the league a while, but almost 1,000 games already for Fowler is pretty crazy. Arizona Coyotes, I think that has to be Clayton Keller, who drafted in 2016, and he's already the longest tenured player on the team. That's pretty insane. The Boston Bruins, 1,200 games. That's obviously Patrice Bergeron. Buffalo at 580. Kyle Okposo, the captain. It's not Kyle Okposo. Zemgus Girgensons. Oh, Lord. Girgensons. I'm probably not going to be able to spell his name. So we'll skip over that, come back to it later. The Calgary Flames, 865 games. No one's jumping in my head immediately. Obviously, it's not Johnny Gaudreau because he's signed in Columbus. It's not Giordano. He's in Toronto. So is TJ Brody. Michael Backlund. I'm just trying to think of the guys that like wear letters for these teams because usually, the letters are given to players who have been there for a very long time. The veterans of the team. The Carolina Hurricanes, I think that's Captain Jordan Stahl. Chicago is either Taser Kane, Patrick Kane. Colorado, Gabriel Landeskog. There we go. One of the youngest captains in NHL history. Is he still the youngest? I'm not sure. Has someone since taken over as the youngest captain? Can't remember, but I think when Landeskog got the captaincy, he was the youngest in NHL history. The Columbus Blue Jackets, another captain, Boone Jenner. Dallas, another captain, Jamie Benn. Red Wings, another captain, Dylan Larkin. The Edmonton Oilers, this one won't be a captain. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is their leader in games played currently. The Florida Panthers, Barkov? It's either him or Ekblad. Barkov. 1,200 for the Kings. That would be Kopitar or Doughty, but it's Kopitar. The Minnesota Wild, 808 games. Jonas Brodin, maybe? It's not Jonas Brodin. Jared Spurgeon. That is not how you spell Spurgeon. Jared Spurgeon, there we go. The Montreal Canadiens, 663 games. Would Carey Price qualify to be in this? I guess not, and he probably hasn't started 663 games anyway. Brendan Gallagher. There we go. So we're pretty much halfway done. We're making some pretty good time here. The Nashville Predators, that would be Roman Josi. The New Jersey Devils, a pretty young team. Nico Hischier can have played 602 games already. Man, that one's kind of stumping me, so we'll go back to it. And we'll go to the New York Islanders, who have somebody with 1,028 games. It's not Brock Nelson, is it? No. Wouldn't be Ryan Pollock or Adam Pellick. Who is the current longest tenured player of the Islanders? Josh Bailey? Wow, Josh Bailey's played over 1,000 games. That's crazy. I did not know that. That is news to me. The New York Rangers, that has to be Chris Kreider, I'm guessing. Yes, the Ottawa Senators, 346 games. That has to be the lowest number on the list. Yeah, Arizona, 396. Yeah, so I think it's Thomas Chabot. Thomas Chabot, there we go. So yeah, the lowest number of games played for a longest tenured player in the league with their current team. The Philadelphia Flyers, Sean Couturier, now that Claude Giroux is no longer a member of the team. Pittsburgh Penguins, obviously Crosby. San Jose has a player with 1,200 games played. Who? Logan Couture. No, obviously Burns is gone. It's not Patrick Marleau because he's retired. Who could that be? Who's played 1,200 games with the Sharks? That's another one that's stumping me, so we'll go back to that. I should know that probably. The Seattle Kraken. This is probably a hard one because it just has to be somebody who's been on the team since last season who hasn't missed a game probably, like Jared McCann, Eberle, Yanni Gourde. I think Gourde's missed some time. Yeah, I feel like I just have to go through and name their entire roster, so we're probably not going to get that one. I don't just want to waste time naming everyone on Seattle, so we'll move on to the St. Louis Blues. Ryan O'Reilly. Not Ryan O'Reilly. Braden Shen. It's not Braden Shen. Tarasenko. Has to be Tarasenko, right? Yes. Vladimir Tarasenko. The Tampa Bay Lightning, that would be Stammer. Toronto, 677 games. I don't think Matthews has even came real close to playing 677 games already. So it would be none of the young core, not Tavares, since he just got there like 4 seasons ago or whatever. Morgan Riley. That's not how you spell Riley. There we go. Morgan Riley. The Vancouver Canucks, 609 games. That's Captain Bo Horvat, who may not be a Vancouver Canuck for much longer. I'm interested to see what happens with him. The Vegas Golden Knights, so just somebody who's been there since they came into the league. William Karlsson. It's not William Karlsson. Riley Smith. It's not Riley Smith. Jonathan Marchessault. There we go. Washington, that would be Ovechkin. Winnipeg, Blake Wheeler. There we go. All right, 28 of 32. So now let's go back and try to get the ones I missed. The Buffalo Sabres. We'll give it another try. Is it? Okay, well, it's just that. I guess I overthought it the first time, but there we go. Zemgus Girgensons, I guess, saying his name out loud, it sounds like it would be harder to spell than that, but I guess it's not that bad. The New Jersey Devils. 602 games. Again, I'm trying to think of like the guys that wear letters for the team. I don't think Miles Wood would have played that long. No, it's not Miles Wood. Obviously, Hamilton just got there, before last season. Man. Oh, Damon Severson. There we go. Damon Severson. San Jose, 1,200 games. Who has played 1,200 games on the Sharks? Obviously, it's not Thornton, Marleau, any of those guys. Oh, okay. Marc-Edouard Vlasic. He's not very good anymore, so he kind of slips your mind when you're thinking of the San Jose Sharks. So we only have one left, and it's the Seattle Kraken. I guess I could try to rattle off a couple more names here. You know what? It's not even worth it. I would literally have to name their entire roster before we got it, and I'd probably forget players. So I'm just going to click give up, and we'll see. It was Adam Larson. Yeah, I definitely would not have gotten that. He's probably the last player that I would have typed in if I went through their entire roster. But we got 97%. Average score is 83%, so we'll take that. That's not bad at all. We still had about 2.5 minutes to spare as well. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys enjoy these quizzes and you want to see me do them on a more regular basis, maybe once a month at the very least, then be sure to drop a like on this video. Let me know down below in the comments that you enjoyed. And also, if you were somebody who went ahead and tried out this quiz for yourself, be sure to let me know what your score was down below in the comments, and if you got any wrong, which ones stumped you. And lastly, if this was your first time checking out the channel and you want more NHL content just like this all year long, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, go check out my second channel, which will be linked down below in the description as well. I post daily NHL content over there, just in short form, so if that's something that interests you, go and check it out, and I'll talk to you all soon.